Hey everyone, I thought we could do things a little bit differently today. And this is filmed after the second round of the Moya extravaganza. Big thank you to Screws, who commentated on my game today. Still some technical difficulties, but we're finding our feet. So how I've decided to do today's recap is filming a screen record of my phone. And that way I'll be able to put it into the video a little bit later. Today's game was far from what I would have expected, and funnily enough, it was another French, and you can hear some hardy-dars in the background. I thought that was only a coastal thing. I guess they also like some chess. Right, I'm actually standing right next to a bridge. It's a very beautiful bridge too. Sorry, scuffing the camera angles and things like that. So I'm doing a screen record, and let's jump straight into the game. I played with the black pieces, and after e4, e6, d4, d5. I decided to go ahead and actually implement the system that I spoke about in round one. And this is a line that usually black plays, and now I'm playing it with the black pieces. I hadn't considered whether or not she had actually prepared against me, but since I had played this line just so many times, I guess to me it didn't matter. If I had a solid game, that's what I wanted. Bishop to e2. She spent a lot of time thinking, and this led me to believe that maybe she hadn't prepared, because everyone would have seen, this line with the exchanged French playing bishop to d6, bishop to g4. So usually the bishop goes to d6, you put the knight on e7, the knight goes to c6, queen d7, and long castle. It's pretty straightforward and easy to counter if you know exactly what black is going to do. So I played bishop d6 and didn't want to spend too much time in the opening, especially if my opponent was spending a lot of time thinking. I thought that I could get a time advantage and capitalize on that a little bit later if it is a critical position in the middle game / endgame. These birds just won't stop. Bishop e3, knight c6. I went ahead with my plan, knight b to d2, queen to d7, and I had thought about this move. So knight to e5 was interesting because I had a few options. Well, I thought that I had a few options. I thought knight takes was possible, bishop takes is possible, but especially if knight takes e5, I just wanted to go back and look at the sideline real quick. Knight takes e5, pawn takes, bishop takes, queen takes. I thought that I could just win a pawn, but I actually think that there's an f4 at some point, and I just didn't want to go into this line at all. So let's go back to the current position. All right, so I decided to play bishop takes e2 instead. And this way, the pawn is under attack on e5, and I get to long castle, play rook e8, and put pressure on this pawn. If f4 by white, I can simply play f6 and complete my development that way. And that's what happened. Long castle, rook e8, f4, and f6. Oh, the engine doesn't like this move. I wonder why, actually. Oh, it's suggested here to just go knight g to e7. I should be turning off the engine. I like to do analysis without it, but on my mobile it's on, and I guess I need to go into settings to turn it off. So f6, taking, knight takes, and here's just the big blunder by my opponent. She already has 19 minutes on the clock at this stage. So I was almost an hour up on the clock, and of course I can either play d4, but I think just better and simpler way to convert is knight to g4. And now I'm attacking the queen on f2 and the bishop on e3, and it's like a double attack with my rook. So she loses a piece here, and I think plain and simple, the plan is to trade pieces, make sure that I don't compromise my position in any way. This was a nice little tactic to try and just take the rook and knight off the board and activate my last piece. So I'm just going to go through it relatively quickly. It took a while to convert it in the end. I suppose it is an endgame where I have to limit the number of pawns that get taken off the board, just because you can't win a game with just a king and a knight. Not this version of chess, of course, still waiting for the new patch. And after a couple of maneuvers, I think it's just safe to say that it's over. It was over before, but now it's over, 2 overs, like in cricket. And there we have it, a checkmate on the board with a rook and a knight, with the king sort of blocking the king from escaping. And it was a very nice conversion, very comfortable game, and I probably need to put a little bit more time into my preparation going forward. I know round 3 is not going to be any walk in the park. Not that any of the games have been so far. They've been quite long and energy consuming. So I'll probably take this time to rest a bit, have something to eat. I haven't eaten today yet. And go over some lines. I have a feeling, I have my guesses as to who I'm going to play. I don't think the draw is out yet, but I'll check the pairings again. I'll just refresh. Thanks again, everyone, for being here and supporting the channel. And if you're new here, don't forget to like the video and subscribe. I'm watching you. I'm not really watching you. I'm just looking at the camera lens and looking into your soul. Also not doing that. But it's nice to get some fresh air, staying in a really nice guest house. And yeah, lots of stories to tell on stream after the event too. I will see you after the next game. Bye everyone. Sorry, I'm so fatigued, but thanks for being here.